Prince of Zangatsu, Hollow-ween, Getsuga, Tensho! Happy Hollow-ween, everyone! I hope you enjoyed that little thing there at the beginning. In the spirit of Halloween, I decided to dress up in my Ichiro Kawasaki Bankai costume. I felt it appropriate, considering my channel. Today I will be reviewing the steel baseball figure, the gold Beast Morpher Ranger, and the silver Beast Morpher Ranger. So let us begin. To start, we'll be looking at the steel baseball figure. Now, this figure is very, very cool. I like how well it's detailed and everything. They even got the little crane here on his chest. The reason he has that crane here and all the jet details as well, because he is the embodiment of the Beetle duo. Yeah, his motif is a combination of the Hercules beetle and the stag beetle, which is very prominent in many Japanese motifs. You can go to my video regarding the Rekazord and the Jetzord for a little bit more information about that. Now, he has these big jet propulsions on his shoulder as shoulder pads, and they do move a little bit, but I don't think they're supposed to. And because of this, the arms don't really go that far out, but they do have a nice 90-degree bend. And so do the knees. It's got a 360 spin. And the ankles and the knees got a little swivel there, as do the arms. In Japan, he's known as Beetle J Stag. The J is standing for Jueki, which is like juice, I think. Anyway, as is there with these other deluxe B-Spot figures, he comes with an additional accessory. This here. Attaches to his back. He has this clip here and this thing right in here. I'm not sure how you can see it. It doesn't look like it's coming out that well on the camera. Anyway, you just clip it on there, and then you push down this one here, and awesome, huh? So unfortunately, it's kind of a spring thing. It's a spring-loaded thing. So once you let go of it, it closes up. But still a very cool thing to add in. Really adds in the bio thing. Now you'll notice bits of gold and silver on here, which I will get into in a minute. Actually, I might get into it. Because now we'll begin with the gold and silver rangers. You might notice that the gold ranger is standing a little weird. Yeah, I got a bit of a defect one, I think, because the right leg here, left leg here is a little, it's bent wrong. Hasbro's not used to Power Ranger figures, so they've always got a lot of kinks to work out. I have both legs straight, and that's what happens. Yeah, he's got some balance issues. You have to stand him up in a weird position just to keep him upright. But I'm not complaining to the person who gave it to me. It was a birthday present, and they knew I wanted this. Hasbro just hasn't used the Power Rangers yet. Anyway, just like with the other figures, he has a nice elbow bend. His arms would rotate 360 if not for the piece here. Head's on a ball joint. Legs bend 90 degrees, though this one is does get a little weird. But he's very cool. In Japan, he's known as Beat Buster, and he's actually an avatar who was summoned by his buddy Royd, Beat J Steg. In fact, you'll notice that on his legs, that the parts of the legs here are the same as here, as well as the horn here. In Japan, in order for the goal Beat Buster to transform, he needs to have his buddy Roy with him to pass along his gold parts. However, that doesn't become an issue in the American version, which I kind of like. I mean, but still, it is very cool. Kind of like, of course, Cheetah Nick, aka Cruz, kind of described it more as like stripping when he morphed into this. Because I mean, these two are actually the same person. Horns get folded down, folded forward. Shoulder pads shrink and become sort of a blue. Loses all the gold parts. And actually, he threw a mirror figured on the chest. You see? It's quite interesting, to say the least. Now, as with the rest of the Beast Morpher figures, they each come with their own key. I cannot find my Silver Ranger key at the moment, so I brought in these two: the Gold Ranger key and the Steel Ranger key. This one here is a toy exclusive. Now, like with other figures, they are actually capable of wearing them on their wrists. Like Steel here. I'm gonna give the Silver Ranger to Steel. Now you would think that these jet things here on the sides would hinder it, but you can actually wear it quite well. It's quite unique. Gold Ranger, on the other hand, yeah, as you can see, the arms are a little too thin to hold his key. Which kind of sucks, but it's a little bit quality control. It's not like all the figures of the Gold Ranger are bad, just this particular one. But hey, I'm gonna make the best out of what I got. Anyway, they also each came with two weapons. I couldn't find any of the Striker Morphers, so I brought their melee weapons. Two swords and a pair of claws. Now, what's interesting is that the weapons here came with Nate, came with the Silver Ranger, the Gold Ranger. Okay, now it's not like my brother. And with the Steel figure. Hold on. Sorry about that. Fingers are a little too close in on that one. Anyway, these two came with the sword, and this one came with the claws, which I find a little odd. But then again, when I just thought of this, they kind of remind me of the Navy Thunder Ranger's weapon, which coincidentally makes kind of quite a bit sense since both this one and the Navy Thunder Ranger are based off the Stag Beetle. Something I like to do, I like to give the sword from Steel figure to the Silver Ranger figure. I mean, they're basically the same person. And then I would give the staff claws to the Steel figure. I know it looks a little weird, but hey. It is what it is. And there we go. So overall, these figures are very cool. And I would definitely get all three of these as a set because it just feels kind of right. I mean, having steel next to Gold Ranger or having the gold and the silver next to each other just feels right. It does seem kind of weird to have steel figure next to the Silver Ranger figure, but I still like it. Especially like having steel like in between them, so you can definitely see the parts that they both have that come from steel. It's a Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video and hope you have a safe Halloween. Normally at this time, normally on this day, I'd be at a local community center doing some volunteer face painting. I just love the smile that looks on kids' faces after I paint them. But of course, due to the COVID-19, I couldn't do that this year. I hope you all. But that doesn't mean I giving up painting this time. I mean, seriously, in case you ever noticed, I repainted my mask to make the red marks pop up more. And now, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Have a safe Halloween. And if you do go trick or treating, I suggest you be very mindful of others around you. Of course, I don't know how much trick or treating there will be this year. Anyway, I am the Hollow Ham. Oh, this has been the Hollow Ham, and today I say, have a happy Halloween and say yo, nada.